I'm going to be talking about my second trimester because as of last week, I am officially in the third trimester, and today I am 30 weeks. So the countdown is definitely on. I feel like once you hit that 30-week mark, it's like, oh wow, you're in the home stretch.
It comes up quick, I think.
Yeah, because give or take, you know, baby could really come at any time. Obviously, hopefully not anytime soon, but we shall see. Okay, so if you've been following along my pregnancy journey, then you would already know that my first trimester was a breeze, like very easy. I really didn't experience any pregnancy symptoms or get nauseous or feel bad, I guess, like really in any way, shape, or form. Like my first trimester was incredibly easy, and I'm so thankful for that. And I know a lot of people's first trimester is actually like the first and the third are kind of their least favorite trimesters, and their second trimester is a trimester where they're like, huh, okay, I've overcome the nauseousness, I feel better, I have more energy, blah, blah, blah. But for me, I feel like because my first trimester was super easy and like I felt pretty much like myself the entire time, that now going through my second trimester, it wasn't as, like, I don't love it as much as people, like other people love it. Not to say that I had a terrible second trimester by any means, but I would say the second trimester is really when I started to notice symptoms and just changes in general, and basically any type of feelings of being like uncomfortable. The second trimester is when I experienced that. So yeah, the second trimester I started to feel more pregnancy symptoms. Like I got, I would say, not a lot of headaches, but like I got headaches quite a bit.
Yeah, early on in the second semester you did.
Yeah, trimester.
What did I say?
Semester.
Oh.
Yeah, early.
My brain's everywhere.
Yeah, early in the second trimester, I got like headaches, and I think my hormones were just changing a lot. So I took a lot of naps during the second trimester, I feel, at least early on. Like I was pretty tired early on in the second trimester. But then as, you know, weeks went by, I started to, I guess, get used to it, and I didn't nap as much because I wanted to try to save like my sleep for at night, because typically if I nap during the day, then I won't sleep at night, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna make a pregnancy must-haves video, but a lot of my must-haves for that video I purchased during my second trimester. Like for example, the pregnancy pillow that helped me sleep when I was feeling like restless or anxious or just uncomfortable. I'll definitely share that in that video. But yeah, so sleeping got, I don't know, you know, a little but we made it through. And then headaches, yeah, I experienced a little bit of headaches. And then during the second trimester is when I started to notice like my body physically changing. And I think it was more in the beginning mentally challenging because only like I could notice these changes, and like you could notice these changes, but like other people I feel like still didn't know that I was like really pregnant or anything like that. So if I was like uncomfortable like in my clothes or whatever it may be, only like you and I knew, you know.
Yeah, I mean you wear like baggier stuff, or you tie like a hoodie around your waist, or like you kind of hid it too from like until you started
at the gym and stuff. Like
started getting a little further along, and then you kind of let it just hang out.
Yeah, especially at the gym, I would say. Like with my leggings and my jackets and things like that, I would just tie around my waist versus putting my jacket like in my book bag, because it didn't really, to me, it didn't really look like a full pregnancy, like pregnant belly. It just kind of more so looked like like a pudge, I guess, and that's fine. Like, obviously, like, you know, your body's going to be changing when you're pregnant, duh. But I think for me, it took a little bit of time to kind of get used to those changes because I've never seen myself with a belly. And then, yeah, like the clothes were really frustrating. If we were to go out to dinner or really do anything like outside of the house, I would get really upset because my clothes felt uncomfortable. They felt tighter, they didn't look the same, and I just didn't like anything that I tried on. And I don't know, I waited a pretty long time before I actually went out and like purchased a bunch of larger clothes. Like, I feel like I should have done that earlier, but I don't know, I was trying to wait it out and save money and, you know, whatever. So yeah, there was that. And then another pregnancy symptom in the second trimester that actually was like pretty rough for me. I would say it's been like the only symptom that really bothers me. Like, my headaches, you know, they are what they are. I've had headaches before, not a big deal. But my stomach aches, like after I would eat. So I think it was a span of like 2 or 3 weeks where every time after I ate something, I would get a stomach ache. And not a stomach ache of feeling like nauseous or like I was going to throw up or anything, just like a digestion issue. Like, my stomach hurt really bad pretty much every time after I ate. And it kind of, most days, I would say most days it would like knock me on my feet. And when my stomach started to hurt, I wouldn't want to do anything. Like what you say.
Yeah, I would agree. And
I was looking up, you know, like causes or if anyone else like really experienced that. And, you know, it just was like your hormones are changing. It could be just, you know, your digestive system is like getting like squished and like pushed up, so you're not able to digest food as well, so to eat slower. And instead of doing like 3 big meals, do 6 smaller meals, which I found that eating slower truly helped me with my stomach aches. And if I ate fast, I would get them. If I purposely ate slow, that did really help. And then I think just over the course of time, I kind of grew out of that symptom.
Well, you also had that when you were younger too, so you kind of knew how to, or not how to deal with it, but you've experienced it before.
Yeah, like I think I had that issue when I was little. I would always get stomach aches after I would eat, and then kind of grew out of it, learned to cope with it, and then became pregnant. And then with the changes in my hormones and my body, I think it kind of just like reverted back to that phase of I would eat and then feel really sick after. But so far, for the most part, I don't really get them anymore. I still do occasionally, but I would say it's more rare than anything. And then another thing in the second trimester that actually really helped me, and I have a video on, so if you're watching this, then you should have already watched it, or if you haven't yet, go check it out. But it's the baby Doppler video, and that little baby Doppler has been peace of mind for me and us, because I can check the heartbeat whenever I want. And that has been like a really great purchase for us, yeah. Like, I'm really glad I got that. So that's
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, that's been kind of fun to like check baby's heartbeat and things, because also during the second trimester, baby had her first hiccups, which was really interesting because I could use the little Doppler and actually hear like the consistent thumps, which were like the hiccups, which was really cool. And then what else? Did I really have like any cravings or anything in the second trimester besides?
Let's say Mexican food.
Yeah, I would
quite
say
a bit of
that.
Mexican food.
Yeah, and I think baby also really liked Mexican food because because again, like in the second trimester, baby started kicking, and I noticed that she would kick a lot every time after I ate, but especially I feel like during Mexican.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever we would go out to get Mexicans, you'd be like, woo, like, give me this queso. Yeah, that was really cool.
Cravings? No, not really.
Yeah, no real cravings. But yeah, I would say Mexican.
I mean, I wouldn't say like a general craving, but you do get like for instance today you're like, I want Mexican, but we were already cooking dinner. Then like sometimes you'll be like, you know, I want pizza, and then we'll just like,
or a peanut butter and jelly with my spaghetti.
Yes, we'll either cook our meal and then save it for like lunch the next day, or and go to whatever you're craving, or we'll just wait until the next day, then go get it, depending on if your craving's still there or not.
Yeah, yeah.
It hasn't been anything crazy, like dipping like pickles in peanut butter or something weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I've really had any crazy cravings throughout my entire pregnancy. Oh, you know what? I would say, yeah, the Mexican, but also I really wanted tomato soup and grilled cheeses.
Yeah, that's true.
Like lots of cheesy stuff. Like
Yeah.
queso, grilled cheese, mac and cheese.
You have been really cheesy,
Yeah.
More than normal.
Yeah. So, what else in the second trimester? Like a recap. I obviously still continued to drink my water, took my prenatals, my vitamins, my D3, my fish oil, and then, yeah, I was gonna say the bigger change in my vitamins that I started during the second trimester was taking my salmon roe, the Keta version of like a DHA. And go to my Instagram, I have a story called Salmon Roe and the reasons like why I'm taking it during my pregnancy. And also there's a live like initial taste test of the both of us doing it, which is really funny. But yeah, so I started taking the Salmon Roe, which I still am taking now that I'm in the third trimester. I'm gonna continue doing it all the way until birth. And then any other like big changes, I guess, would just be feeling baby's movement. And you were able to feel baby move in the second trimester, weren't you? Like towards the end?
I would say towards the middle.
Towards the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the beginning, I wasn't sure if it was baby moving or not.
We felt her in like November.
Yeah. So that was fun because I could feel her, he could feel her, and then we could also like see the kicks with our eyes and then like on video. So that was really cool. And then the only other big thing in the second trimester was the glucose test, and if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. The glucose test, I passed. People kind of scared me with the glucose test and the fact that like the drink was gonna be terrible, blah, blah, blah. The drink was amazing, it was not bad. Go watch that video. I have tons of info about how my process went, but that was like the only other big thing I would say that was in the second trimester as far as like,
it's just development, really.
Yeah, lots of big development and things like that. But the more I progressed, the more, I guess, at ease I felt. My appointments were really nice, like with my ultrasounds and things, so I felt good then. And then also with my Doppler at home, that made me feel like a sense of peace. And then I guess the only other recap that I would say is for the second trimester is we like narrowed down our registry. So we built our entire registry and we started to like buy baby stuff. You know, we got the crib, we started to put the nursery together. It's not done by any means, and we'll film a video on that, but yeah, we started to get some things here and there, and now hopefully we will, come February, feel more prepared and finish the nursery, finish buying our items, and pack our hospital bags, and be good to go. I think for me, it's gonna be like the first trimester was really easy. Second trimester was like, in the third trimester, I'm not really sure yet. But like right now, I'm like really uncomfortable.
I would say the biggest thing is you're just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's nothing too crazy besides being uncomfortable than like sometimes feeling like extremely full. I feel like that's more of just like pressure from baby, like pushing on like ribs or like your, organs.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything's been pretty good.
Yeah. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And we'll definitely be making more videos. Stay tuned for my third trimester recap, a hospital bag video, a nursery reveal video, and a pregnancy must-haves video. Lots of good things to come. If you are a mama or anybody who has experienced, birth, leave a comment down below letting me know what is a must-have for you in your hospital bag, or even what is a must-have for you post-birth. So when you bring baby home, like what is something that you didn't think you needed but definitely needed. Any tips or advice is greatly appreciated, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Puppy boy wants to play. He's got his fishies. He's got the fishies.
Whoa.
I'm gonna get you, young man.